I ran away from my contract. I thought working outside as a freelancer was going to be a somewhat easy. You must have money ready to pay for your own accommodation. Life as a freelancer can crush you before you even get your first paycheck. Money. Who doesn't like money, right? Today I have a huge relief. As you can see here, those guys are still cleaning. They work hard all week and double salary, and then blow all the money in one weekend. The first constant danger is the fear of getting caught by the police. Hello, my beautiful YouTube family and besties. Jambo, welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, my name is Penina the Grace. You are welcome in the home of grace. To all my returning subscribers, you people are so amazing, and may God Almighty bless you. For me, if you have been watching my previous videos, you know I recently shared why I left my contract in Saudi Arabia and how I lost 6 months of my hard-earned savings because I ran away without a proper plan. Today, I want to take you deeper into that story. I want to talk about what life is really like after you break your contract and become what everyone calls a Kemboi. When people back home in Kenya or on social media hear about being a Kemboi or working outside contract, they think it is an easy life. They see the double salary, the days off, and the freedom. And they think it is a smooth paradise. But today, I am picking up this camera to tell you the truth. I will tell you everything. The good side, the dangerous side, the hidden cost, and the life-threatening risks. So grab a cup of tea, sit down comfy or comfortably, and let's have a very honest sister-to-sister talk. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please take a second to hit that subscribe button down below, okay? Now, let's talk about life as a Kemboi before I ran away from my contract. I thought working outside as a freelancer was going to be a somewhat easy. But the very first lesson I learned the hard way is that freedom is not free. When you are under a normal 2 years contract, your employer provides your room, food, soap, and your basic necessities. Your entire salary stays untouched in your pocket because your basic living costs are covered. So the moment you become a Kemboi, everything changes. The full weight, responsibilities lands on your shoulders. First, you must have money ready to pay for your own accommodation. You are no longer living in your boss's house. You have to find a place to stay, and you have to pay rent. Secondly, you must pay for your own transport every time you go to work or move around. Third, you have to buy your own food, your own water, your own cooking gas, and your own personal items. If you do not have money saved up to cover your rent and living expenses right at the beginning, life as a freelancer can crush you before you even get your first paycheck. You quickly realize that earning more money also means spending more money. Let's start by looking at the good side of being a Kemboi. Because we cannot deny that there are real benefits if you are disciplined. So the biggest advantage of working outside contract is the salary, money. Who doesn't like money, right? So the money you make as a freelancer is very good compared to regular contract. In fact, my salary was doubled compared to what I was earning under my official contract. So where I used to struggle to earn a small amount after long hours of hard labor, working outside allowed me to make a double income. Another good thing is that living costs like rent and food can actually be very affordable if you know how to manage your money. In Saudi Arabia, rent for shared apartments or room among workers is quite affordable. In many places, you don't even pay rent every single month. No. So you pay every 3 months or every 6 months. That means you only pay rent 4 times a year or just twice a year. And if you plan yourself well, pay your rent ahead of time and manage your budget, you are left with several months where all your earnings go straight into your savings. Food is also very cheap. If you cook for yourself, if you buy basic groceries like rice, flour, oil, vegetables, you spend very little money on eating. So, if you have a good plan, keep your expenses low, and stay focused, life as a Kemboi can allow you to save big money, send support back home, buy land, pay university fees for your children, and do great things for your family. When you work under a house contract, you are often inside the house 24 hours, like 24/7 or 7 days a week, with no days off and no privacy. But when you work outside, you control your time. You work your hours, finish your job, and go back to your own space. Actually, guys, today I have a very big relief. Like today I have a huge relief. As you can see here, those guys are still cleaning, which is a very huge relief to me. So me right here, I am cooking. As you can see the pot behind me, I am making lunch, and at the same time I'm checking those guys. If they need any assistance, I'm here. If they ask anything, I'm here. So that is my work today. Living outside contract is extremely tempting. And that's the truth. And for many people who have been locked inside houses for years with strict employers, suddenly having freedom, money, and no boss watching them 24/7 is too much to handle. Many workers fall into bad habits. They forget the real reason why they left their home country in the first place. They get swallowed up by bad company, start drinking heavy alcohol, going into like illegal parties, like smoking, and wasting their hard earned money on expensive clothes, lifestyle trends, and nightlife. They work hard all week and double salary, and then blow all the money in one weekend. I thank God that I never allowed myself to enter into those behaviors. I stayed completely true to my purpose. I kept my eyes fixed on my children and my family needs. When I had my days off or free time, I stayed away from trouble. Mostly I was just like in my room resting because there was a Wi-Fi in the house where I stayed. I kept myself busy indoors. I would watch movies, learn new things from my YouTube videos, look at inspiring content, or go for simple grocery shopping. I kept my life quite clean and focused until the day I finally packed my bags and flew back home to Kenya. Now, let us talk about the dark and dangerous side of being a Kemboi. This is the side that many people will never show you on social media, but it is the reality that claims lives every single day. When you run away from your contract, you become undocumented worker, right? You lose your legal status, your ICAMA, which is the ID, and legal protection. You are living in the shadows. It is kind of dangerous. So the first constant danger is the fear of getting caught by the police. Every single day you step outside your door to go to work or buy food, your heart is beating fast. You are constantly looking over your shoulder, like if the police stop you and ask for your ID and you don't have a visit, like a valid visa or a work permit, you are arrested immediately. So when you get caught as a Kemboi, there is no second chance. You are taken straight to deportation center, held in holding cells, and deported back home to your country with nothing but the clothes on your back or the way you are. So the saddest part in that some people build their entire lives living outside contract. They meet partners, start like informal families, and even have children. But when the police catch you, nobody cares about your family. You are deported back home immediately. And your home, your belongings, and even your children are left unattended and abandoned. So the second major danger of Kemboi, like Kemboi life, and perhaps the most heart-beating one, is the complete lack of proper health care. Because you do not have legal papers or health insurance, you cannot simply walk into a government hospital or proper clinic when you fall sick. Hospitals require valid identification. This leads to so many silent deaths among undocumented workers in Gulf. When a Kemboi woman gets pregnant, it becomes a nightmare. She cannot go to a proper hospital to receive care or deliver her baby safely. Many pregnant women are forced to go to illegal, like unqualified and unprofessional people living in secret rooms to deliver their babies. I have seen and heard so many painful stories where young mothers bleed to death during childbirth because there are no doctors, no blood banks, and no proper medical equipment to handle their complications. Either the mother dies of excessive bleeding or the baby dies during delivery, or both perish in silence. This is very terrible. The third danger of life outside contract is the violence, crime, and mental breakdowns. When people live without legal status in high stress environment and mixed with bad habits like alcohol or drugs, tempers flare easily. Because workers cannot go to the police to report disputes, people try to settle arguments by themselves. Terrible fights break out in shared houses. People fight over money, over relationships, or over small misunderstandings. And sometimes these fights end into murder. Workers end up killing each other or getting severe injured. And because everyone is underdocumented, bodies are sometimes left without anyone taking responsibility or informing their families back home. So, on top of the physical danger, there is the heavy mental burden. Living in constant fear of arrest, dealing with financial pressure from home, feeling lonely, and hiding from authorities drives many people into deep depression. Some workers completely lose their mind, their mental health breakdown, and they wander the street confused, unable to remember who they are or how to get back home. So, this is the hidden cost of being a Kemboi. The stress of living in hiding can destroy your mind long before the police ever find you. So, my dear family, let us bring all of this together. Is life as a Kemboi good or bad? And the truth is, it is a double-edged sword. If you look at the good side, the salary is very high, even double what you earn on your contract. Rent is affordable and can be paid every 3 or 6 months. Food is cheap if you prepare it like yourself, right? You have freedom over your time and your life. If you are disciplined, focused, avoid bad company, and save every coin, you can transform your financial life completely in a short time. But if you look at the bad side, you live in constant fear of arrest and sudden deportation. You lose all legal rights and protection. You cannot access real hospital, leading to severe health of risk and death during medical emergencies or childbirth. The temptation to fall into alcohol, partying, and wasting money is extremely high. You face physical danger, violence among documented communities, and severe mental health struggle. If you ask me for my financial advice today, I will tell you this. Working outside contract worked out for me because God protected me. And because I stayed strictly focused on my goal, I did not drink, I did not party, I saved my money, kept myself busy with Wi-Fi at home, and used that double salary to educate my children. But I will never tell anyone that life as a Kemboi is easy. It is a high risk. Walk on a thin rope. If you ever find yourself working outside contract, please remember why you left Kenya. Do not let freedom destroy your future. Stay away from alcohol. Avoid bad company. Pay your rent on time. Save your money and get your finances right so you can go back home safely to your family. Thank you so much for sitting with me today and listening to the real truth about life as a Kemboi in Saudi Arabia. If this video opened your eyes or gave you wisdom, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with someone planning to go to Gulf and leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Have you ever worked outside contract? Or do you know someone who has? Let's talk in the comments. I love you all so much. Stay safe, stay focused, stay blessed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.
Morning light hits the red soil. You stand tall through the heavy toil. Wewe ni malkia wa nyumba hii.